Hello, friend. You're on the American Stories channel. Here, real-life love stories come alive, amazing, touching, and sincere. Every story is a journey into a world of love, hope, and self-discovery. Dive into our tales, and maybe you'll find a piece of your own life in them. If you enjoy our stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Your support inspires us to share even more amazing stories. On a scorching July Saturday, 23-year-old Melanie Brooks watched a battered green truck marked Greg's Legendary Landscaping wheeze to a stop outside her house. The hood hissed as if the engine sighed, "Help me." Out jumped tall, curly-haired Greg Sanchez, sporting a t-shirt that read "I prune, therefore I am." "Morning," he said, scissors snapping like castanets. "Heard your shrubs lost their self-esteem. Let me give them a pep cut." Melanie laughed. The hedge did look like teenagers after an all-night squirrel rave. She ushered him to the backyard and set out mint lime lemonade. "Deal," Greg grinned, slipping on disco-era headphones. "I shape the greenery, you show me the best coffee in town." While "Stayin' Alive" thumped, he pirouetted with the trimmer, Melanie held the extension cord and sang backup. Greg's pug assistant, Snoop, fetched gloves and occasionally fired the hose, baptizing everyone in cold laughter. An hour later a plump green heart stood where chaos had been. "Why a heart?" Melanie asked. "Friendship starts with an open one," Greg said, lighting a lavender smoke bomb for aromatherapy. Purple mist lured neighbors. In 5 minutes the heart starred on TikTok under #HeartAttack. Before leaving, Greg presented a tiny succulent labeled emergency friendship water. They snapped a selfie and set a coffee date for the next Saturday. That night Melanie texted, "Thanks for the green mood." A kiss emoji pinged back, "Needs a sequel. Name the cafe and time." She fell asleep feeling her yard had turned warm and funny, and outside, the leafy heart rustled, whispering, "It'll be fine." 1 week later Melanie waited outside Bean's Dash and Dreams while heat painted mirages on the asphalt. Greg rolled up in striped shorts, Snoop trotted beside him in a neon bandana, nose pressed to the donut case. Over caramel lattes they traded stories. Greg had ditched a botany master's in Austin to roam the states, restoring shrub self-belief. Melanie had never left the county. She tended her granddad's plot and dreamed of a cafe library. "You carry roads in your backpack, I carry roots," she said. "Let's braid them." At the garden center, labels screamed cactus, introvert, ficus, gym rat. Greg bought seaweed fertilizer, scrawling for friendship growth on the bag. Snoop triggered a fountain, drenching half the aisle and half the customers in delighted squeals. That evening the pellets crackled under the hedge like an old radio tuning in. Neighbor Kid Blake solemnly watered Liquid Friendship. Melanie handed him a mini succulent. His mom collects tiny things. Greg logged the day as map of future coffees. Melanie placed a "Reserved for Story" sign by the hedge and slept picturing striped shorts and a bandana sprinting across a carpet of maps. On the third Saturday Greg arrived with floodlights, a white screen, and orange paint. "Today we carve wow, your yard becomes an astonishment zone." Teens arrived with cameras, the muffin grandma with trays, mailman Barry with cocoa. A sticker station asked, "What amazed you today?" Snoop spelled SNO with trimmings, #dog tag shot round the net. At dusk a spotlight accidentally wrote "Moem" in the sky. The local Mom and Me club burst in with cupcakes, turning "Wow Mom" into the evening slogan. Melanie's Free Talk station paired strangers. Barry gained a frosting recipe, a gamer learned cactus hacks, a professor found chess partners. "People are like shrubs," Melanie mused. "Add light and pruning, they lean toward each other." "Wrong, they're like muffins, sweet center, crumbly top," Greg joked. After midnight a sticker on the fence read, "I'm amazed that I'm amazed." A text buzzed, "Pug keeps rehearsing the friendship chant in his sleep." Melanie smiled at the glowing wow, now a silent neon heartbeat. Saturday 4 began in hush. Greg unpacked foam panels, duct tape, and a giant shoe sign. Silent art experiment, he announced. Hedges donned white shields, kids got ear mufflers, adults cards reading smile without sound. A 15-minute timer started. On minute 8, wind ripped a panel onto Snoop, the pug scattered foam snow yet everyone laughed only with eyes. Greg grabbed a shop vac, hit reverse, and launched a white tornado overhead. HOA Dragon Mrs. Croof arrived, brandishing bylaws about off-season snow. Greg formed a hand heart and offered peppermint tea labeled art exception. She harumphed, but sipped. Time beeped, laughter erupted. Children traced friend, fun, peace in foam, wind ferried the letters skyward. That night Melanie opened a heart-shaped earplug pack, save the silence that brought us close. Hashtag snowless snow day trended, a busker drummed, falling silence, on a trash can. Hushed joy proved tastier than wordy fireworks. Rest day, claimed poster 5, though Greg arrived with a chest of colored envelopes titled Good Deed Quest. No shears, just acts of heart. Tasks: water a stranger's plant, praise a neighbor, pick up litter, gift a book. The yard morphed into volunteer HQ, Snoop hustled envelopes while Muffin Granny fueled everyone. Paint brushed benches, mulch refreshed a street corner, neighbor Tom fixed a porch bulb. Kids gathered cigarette butts, scoring alien invader points. Melanie's envelope read here a new story. Professor Brown revealed a garage telescope and a dream to show comets to kids. Plans were made. 42 good deeds tallied. Greg starfished on the grass. Record. But we need a grand gesture. Ideas flew. Brown air drew a circle, a clock to remind us kindness is on schedule. Snoop woofed, it sounded like tick-tock. Shrub clock. Melanie cheered. A show of hands, even the mayor, delivering meds to Mrs. Chong, voted yes. Stakes marked 12 hours, a paw painted the center. Snoop practiced laps, fueled by biscuits. Fireflies perched on the stakes that night, future LED studs for a luminous dial. Final Saturday felt like carnival. Greg's truck sported friend time ribbons, dwarf thuja trees and a round platform rattled in back. Let's win the shrub clock. 12 thujas formed digits. In the middle a rubber track awaited Snoop, whose harness carried a ribbon labeled seconds. At noon the pug launched, lap 1 took 70 seconds, snack detours. Professor Brown noted a biscuit deviation coefficient. Lap 4, wind tangled the ribbon at 3 o'clock, mechanic Tom freed the knot to applause. Mayor Gill laughed, in Brickstone, time travels on pause. He declared the clock a tourist draw, signed a postcard for Snoop, and promised a creative landscape grant. Evening fell, fairy lights lit the dial like a lawn constellation. What when time's perfect? Melanie asked. We'll set it to silly standard time, 1 smile per minute, Greg said, fist bumping her. The HOA waived fines, as long as children laugh. Stars aligned above each thuja digit. The world needs stories, Greg whispered, and a laughing clock is one of the truest. The ribbon twitched in a night breeze, measuring a microsecond of joy. Summer's first day lasted 24 hours yet felt like a blink. Melanie thanked the clock for the season's funniest moments, the thujas whispered back, next year will ring louder.